Just say you hate basketball. This is not a thing. Draymond Green gets made fun of all the time. He doesn't do anything. He can't score. He gets an A on the group project. And through all the jokes, I never once heard anyone say that Kenyon Martin was better than Mr. Triple Single. I think it's funny Kenyon Martin would make a list like this and not put himself on it. And how many of these players is he actually better than? And I get it. Draymond Green's only good because of Stephen Curry, right? Steph Curry is not Steph Curry without Draymond Green. So we're not talking about whose career is better. We're not talking about stats or accolades. You know, all the things that actually make Draymond better. You can't talk about their play styles because they bring different things to the table, which is my point. Draymond Green brings more to the table than Kenyon Martin did, because Kenyon Martin played with the best point guard in the league at the time too. Jason Kidd was second in MVP voting. They went to the finals twice. And everybody says, if you replace Kenyon Martin with Draymond Green, do the Nets still go to the finals? And of course, I agree with you. No, they don't. But this team, this Nuggets team, Draymond's skill set is perfect for it. Do you think Draymond can help Melo, J.R. Smith, and Chauncey Billups get the same shots he got Steph, Clay, and KD? I do. And where would you have ranked Mr. Big Shot amongst point guards in 2009? So Kenyon Martin played with a top 5 point guard on 2 different occasions, and the results are what they were. And there's no world where the results would be the same if you switched Draymond Green for Kenyon Martin. And the Golden State Warriors knew that, and that's why Klay Thompson is in Dallas right now. They know you can't just replace Draymond Green. They've let damn near everybody else from the championship teams go. Meanwhile, Kenyon Martin was only with the Nets for his first 4 years in the league. New management came in and didn't want to pay a role player like a superstar, especially when he's hurt all the time, and when he's not hurt, I gotta worry about him getting suspended for punching somebody in the face. And the Nets felt like Kenyon Martin had maxed out, and ultimately they were right because he never had as good of a season as his last one in New Jersey. He peaked in his 4th year. That is crazy. I mean, the fact that this is even a conversation means Kenyon Martin can't win. We should not be comparing the first overall pick to an early 2nd rounder. God gave Kenyon Martin more things than he gave Draymond Green. He can jump higher. He's more athletic. He's better at scoring. He can create a little bit more inside. He's got better touch around the rim. And he's more comfortable taking shots, but he maxed out at 16 points per game. And of course, Kenyon is scarier. He's more explosive, he's more intimidating, and he brings a level of physicality that Draymond cannot match. But Draymond does so much more, and especially when it counts. Draymond can do things Kenyon Martin never could. He can initiate the offense and quarterback the defense. He can guard 1 through 5, he can run pick and roll as the ball handler and the screener. And that's without the accolades and awards. So yes, if we remove the Defensive Player of the Year award, if we remove the 9 all-defensive teams, the all-star appearances, and the rings, you still gotta remove 2 all-NBA selections before this is even a fair fight. And I find it hilarious that we tell our kids all the time, the best way to make the NBA and get playing time is not to go out there and try to get 20. Only a select few get that green light right, so the best way for you to get on the court is to do the other things that affect the game. Like Pat Bev, right? Everybody uses him as an example, right? Patrick Beverley averaged 37 points per game and 8 steals a game in Chicago and still became the Patrick Beverley you know him to be today. So it's interesting that we tell kids to do everything that makes Draymond Green great, but when someone actually makes a career out of it, this is how we respond. And people will really play this clip.
When a parent come to me today and be like, my son played just like you. In my mind, I'd be like, your son fucking sucks.
But not play the rest of it.
And the reason being is because at 14, your son shouldn't be setting screens. Fucking trying to find every way to pass the ball to Steph Curry. Playing defense. I didn't play no defense at 14. In elementary school, in middle school, and damn near in high school, man, your kids should be wiggling so much and trying to figure out every which way they can score the ball. Average 28 points, 29 points. Like, average 16 and a half points in the Big Ten. That's like going to another college that averages 23, 24 points. I always scored the basketball my whole life.
Right.
I adjusted to a role when I got to the NBA because that was my way on the floor. Mm-hmm. And then I mastered that role. In mastering that role, I became an all-star. And mastering that role, I've put myself in contention to be in the Hall of Fame by mastering what I did. But by no means am I just your typical role player, though. Like it just ain't that. And that's why people can't really wrap their mind around it, because I'm a role player, but I'm not. Like, and so it's like people can't really wrap their mind around why. Like, what is this? Like, they don't get it.
And don't worry, as talented as Kenyon Martin was, he's still new.
I wasn't that good at basketball, right? This is real. I wasn't that good. Played averaged 3.5 points, whatever. Sucked as a freshman, really. We was the number 1 team in the country when I got there.
Right, so if I'm a GM and I ask myself, who's gonna help me win more? Who makes teammates better? Who has more skills? Who's more versatile? Who has more impact? Who has fewer weaknesses? Who's available more? Who's the better passer? Who's the better defender? Who has a higher IQ? Kenyon Martin was many things. He was a role player, an enforcer, a bully. He bullied us into this argument, but he was never the answer to any of those questions. So if anyone asks you, please don't say Kenyon Martin.